Welcome back. We've journeyed together through the stages of closing out the old cycle. Back on December 30th or 31st, we began by looking back to see if we found purpose and spirit in Gate 38. We examined our ambitions and our allies in Gate 54, assessed our inner truth and the facts and the details in Gate 61, and finally faced the challenge of accepting limitation to truly let go in Gate 60. Now, the waiting's over. The sun's entered Gate 41, the gate of contraction. It's been there for over 24 hours now. The true solar cycle has renewed, and the Rave New Year has officially begun. Can you feel it? Did you notice the pressure of limitation lift? Mars is still there for a little bit, but the other planets that were in 60 with the sun have now moved on to 41. While the calendar new year on December 31st is an illusion rooted in the cross of tension, right? Remember we talked about that in the very first video that I did. The entry of the sun into Gate 41 is the genuine mechanical start to the year. It's not a symbolic date. It's rooted in our genetics, in the genetic alphabet. The 41st gate is the initiating codon. Just as every genetic sentence begins with this codon, every solar cycle begins with this gate. It starts everything. Now, when we look at the new year that most people celebrate on January 1st, it doesn't even occur at the same moment. Across the globe, as you go through time zones, everyone celebrates at their midnight. It's not a snapshot of an exact moment. Now that's completely different than when the sun moves into Gate 41. This is the same all around the globe. So, if you follow the process that we've had over the last couple weeks, you've arrived at this moment, this clean and clear moment. You looked back and assessed who was there for you. You found your inner truth and you accepted all the limitations of the past year put on you and decided what was going to come with you into this coming year, which we're already in, 2026, or what you were going to leave behind. Accepted the limitation that was there in order to transcend it. Did you have any experiences like that? Because I had a very, very strong experience that occurred on Wednesday, where there was so much limitation. There was such a huge, huge wall that came up, and it was so frustrating, and it made me so upset. And yet, the moment that I stopped trying to push through it, clarity came. And solutions were found easily, without resistance. Just in time for the sun to move into Gate 41 later that day. So, moving into Gate 41 with the sun in Gate 41, we leave behind the cross of tension back that happened on New Year's Eve. That plagues the Gregorian New Year. And in human design, sometimes we call that the mundane New Year. And we left that in the pressure of the resolutions that just don't work. And instead, when the gate's in 41, where the sun's at in 41, and it's grounded through Gate 31, we stand at this threshold, this new experience, the new cycle, ready to move forward, but we don't do it from the place of our mind or anxiety of having to do it to try to make ourselves better, or from an ego place with the will to keep these resolutions and just push through it, even if our body doesn't want to do it, even if we are just tired and we need a break. But instead, we move forward from a place of correctness, from a place of following our own inner authority. So as we step into this new cycle that we're in, remember that the program, the transit program, the neutrino programming, we're all swimming in this soup of neutrinos. This is the daily movement of the planets, and it's a global conditioning force. It's not a map for you to follow blindly and just do whatever you get pushed to do. And it's not a command of how you must live. It's really just simply the weather. It's what's going on around you. The program provides kind of like a lesson plan for a year, but it's not here to be your authority. It's not here to make decisions for you, and it's not here to force you to do specific things. This is one of the questions that we get asked a lot in study groups or question and answer sessions, or even in private sessions. I get this one a lot, and they say, hey, Naraya, how do I use the transits? How do I use them to do this or that? How do I use them to make more money? How do I use them to help my relationship? Just all these different things. And the answer is always the same. From awareness, you can choose from the buffet of things that are in the transits. When you're coming from movement from your own authority, whatever that is, your decision-making strategy, things could be correct for you. But thinking about it as plotting out, oh, this transit's going to happen here, this transit's going to happen here, isn't a way to live. That type of strategy isn't necessary. It really isn't necessary. And in fact, it can get in the way of you getting to be in the right place at the right time with the right people, rather than what you think it's going to do and to make those things happen for you. It just doesn't work like that. Planning out things ahead of time and then not giving yourself the grace to allow your body to choose when and where it's going to be somewhere, and not doing things in the right timing that feels correct for you can be detrimental to all sorts of things. Because you never really know when the time is going to be correct for something until you're in that moment. And then you can tell if there's ease or there's resistance. And you can look to your signpost to guide you. So the beauty of the program is that it's not personal. It's really impersonal. All of us are getting the same programming. And the weather just doesn't care if you like it. Think about when you go out and you're planning this beautiful day out on the lake, planning on going boating, and you wake up in the morning and, oh, look at that. Overcast sky, thunderstorms all day. What do you do then? Do you still go out with your boat plan? Or do you stay in? Do you adjust? Knowing the weather ahead of time helps to make plans. That's true. But yet, being able to follow what is correct for you in the moment, that's the way. Even when you're emotional, this is one of those things too, that the emotional clarity that comes over time, when it comes to your day-to-day operations, you don't have to sit inside and wait for clarity for yourself to go out and enjoy the day. There's all these keys that you have within yourself to be able to monitor and assess your body's own reaction to everything. When you're emotional, there's this nervousness that you have. So let's use the boating example again and use the weather like the rain, like the neutrino programming. And, I was going to go boating today because I planned it out. And you might go to walk out the door and it feels great. And you're like, well, maybe in between the rain, we can get some boating in. Okay, that's your emotional authority telling you like it's fine to do it. No nervousness. And yet, there could also be an instance where you go to walk out the door and as soon as you go to step to the door, there's this internal unease, this nervousness or resistance. And you try to push through it because, this is my one day off this week. I'm definitely going to go boating. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it work. I had it planned out. And then you get out there and there's a huge storm out on the lake. When really, you could have just stayed home and listened to your body Listen to the nervousness, listen to the resistance, and follow that. Yeah, so like I said, it's impersonal. It's everything around us. The conditioning is going everywhere. It's not just for you. So you have this opportunity as you enter this new year. It's to observe these themes without becoming identified with them, which we've been doing leading up to when the sun moved into gate 41. The moment that you try to use the conditioning of the program as how you're going to make the decisions, you're going to be trapped in the not self. Sure, some of it is there for you if it's correct timing and you get yeah, let's go. Your authority says do it. This is the way, the path opens up for you. But you don't want to get trapped in it. You don't want to get trapped in the not self trying to make the things happen. We're these transitional beings, and we're living in a time of this deep, deep mutation as we count down towards the big, major global cycle shifts of 2027. But for right now, your focus remains on your unique life, living who you are, learning to love yourself truly as you are, having grace for yourself, having grace for others, and allowing them to be themselves. The pressure to experience something right now is so strong. The pressure to begin that experience, because this is the experiential way. This is the human experiential way. This is the fuel for it. So the instructions for this new year, it's the same. For me, the advice is the same that I've had in every single one of these videos. The same way we closed out the old, we're opening up the new. It's follow your strategy and your authority. Follow your own personal decision-making strategy. Your own personal decision-making authority. What you have that is unique to you. And don't let the mind dictate, based on what? Dictate your life based on the conditioning of what's going on around you. It takes this patience and awareness to honor yourself and honor the mechanics of everything going on around you, and to just wait for correct timing rather than pushing yourself because of the pressure of the culture and the things that are going on around you. When you wait and assess things around you, letting go properly when the conditioning of the transits supports that, this is a time that you've given yourself the best possible outcome, the best possible footing for the year ahead. You have to let go of the old cycle. You don't have to forget it. Just let it go so you're ready to move on. So you're ready to step forward. The sun, it's in the 41st gate. And away we go. Bye for now.